Hello everyone, Jedi Styles here. Hope everyone's having a great night. And today I am doing some TTM returns. Now it's been about 3 weeks since I've done my last TTM video, and of course I got a nice little stack here to go through real quick. Well, I say quick as I possibly can. But the first couple I want to go through are, I sent this card, this Miles Turner card, to the Indiana Pacers. Well, to Miles Turner. And I guess their policy is they don't let, I don't know what to say, they don't let their players sign cards, but they do return, I guess it's like fan mail. This Miles Turner autograph card, which is this right here, and I guess it's certified authentic by them. It tells you what day he signed it and everything. So I guess that's sort of neat. So I got that, and it came with a, like a little letter. You guys can read that. So yeah, so just some of the teams that you send to, sometimes this is what they give you back, which is fine. Didn't know what to expect, but that was okay. And now this other one I wanted to go through over first was very confusing. I sent it to Ontario, Canada. So I put a stamp on it that was able to get to Canada, and I added some money in here so he could return it postage from Canada. And both cards are signed. It was a 2-2 success. It was free. It took 73 days. However, there's absolutely no. There's I don't really care if you see my address. There's no postage on it. There's nothing. There's just these two lines. There's weird lines. And I don't get it. I don't know how it got back to me. I don't know if he put it in the mail without postage, and they thought I put it in the mail with no postage and just sent it back to me saying, hey, look, you need postage on this? I don't know. But anyways, it made it back for me from Canada. Needless to say, both cards are signed, and they are signed by a present-day player, Mr. Bo Horvat. Actually, a very decent player for the Vancouver Canucks. So I think I sent it to his dad's address because that's what it said, and so I don't know. But anyways, happy to get those two back. So Mr. Horvat, thank you very much. All right, now let's get into the rest of these. Let's do them as quickly as I can. West Palm Beach, Florida, 1-on-1 success, free in 16 days, and this is coming back. Now, my last TTM video, I had this signed, and I couldn't remember who it was. Well, I do remember now. It is Jackie Moore signed it, and he returned this signed with it. And then I sent out back to John Sullivan as soon as I got it back, so that's why I didn't remember, and John Sullivan signed that. So I have the 65 rookies card signed by both gentlemen there, so it looks great. 65 tops. Jackie Moore signed that, and Mr. Sullivan actually responded. His favorite moment was World Champs in 92-93 with the Blue Jays. He was part of the coaching staff there with the Blue Jays. So very nice card. Thank you very much. Next one's coming out of Oakland, California. It was a 2-of-1 success, which I'll explain in a minute. It was free, and it took 302 days. This is the longest I've ever had one out and come back. And Tony Black, here you go. It is coming back from Mr. Sean Dunston. I sent this one, and he sent this one too. So he signed this one there nicely and returned this one. I don't know if it was because it was so late. It took so long for him to sign them, but either way, they are beautiful signatures by Mr. Dunston. Both of them came out great. So that is awesome. Thank you very much, Mr. Dunston. All right, next one's coming from Billings, Montana. This one was also a 1-of-1 success. It was free in 233 days. And I saw a couple other people get this back also. And it's from Mr. Jeff Ballard on this Rediscover Topps 89 card. No, 90 Topps card. He signed it across the center right there. So thank you very much, Mr. Ballard. Next one, Seattle, Washington, 2-of-2 success. I made a donation, and it took 10 days, and it's coming back from, of course, you'll know it when I bring this out, the Lenny Wilkens Foundation. That's who I made my donation to. Actually, I gave him the money for the donation. And Lenny Wilkens signed both these cards beautifully. This one I got from Chad at Cool Plastics, and this one I had. And he signed them both for a minimal donation. I can't remember. I think I made a $10 donation, something like that. And he did sign it. He says his favorite moment was the 92 and 96 Olympics, 79 NBA championship, and the 71 NBA All-Star game. So I appreciate that, and I'll hold on to that card. Next one's coming from North Texas, Dallas, Texas, a 202 success. It did take $5 per card. It took 14 days. So I spent $10 to get Hall of Famer Tony Dorsett back. And the 84 tops and the 81. Yeah, 81 tops super action card. And he signed him a Hall of Fame 94 and number 33 on both of them. Beautiful cards. Beautifully done. Mr. Hall of Famer, Mr. Tony Dorsett. Of course, Lenny Wilkins is also in the Hall of Fame, so I shouldn't have to forget that. Next one, Tampa St. Pete. 2 of 2 success was free in 96 days. And this is coming back from Mr. Steve Pierce. He signed both of these. They look great. That one, these Topps Heritage cards look just amazing signed. And this one doesn't look so bad either. So there we have. I did not have one when he was on Boston. If I did, I would have sent that too, but I could not find one at the moment. I have one, I'm sure. I just couldn't find it. All right, next one is coming from Charlotte, North Carolina. It is a 2 of 2 success, free in 17 days. This is coming back from Mr. Jesse Little, who is a driver now. The other one, of course, I sent to my buddy. So thank you much, Jesse Little, Mr. Little, on this 2020 Panini Prism. Shiny shine. All right, this one's coming from San Francisco. Of course, everybody knows what's in California. 101 success. It was free. This took 116 days. Saw a couple of people also get this one back. And he started signing again. Mr. Tom Rathman. Looks great in this 89 Topps card. 88 Topps card. I got to get my years right. Looks like it belongs there. So thank you very much, Mr. Tom Rathman. Next one, coming from San Antonio, Texas. It was a 101 success. It was free. It took 105 days. Chris, hobbyist, you'll like this one. It's coming back from Mr. Polish guy, Mr. Polish Hammer himself, Mr. Ivan Putski. And it looks like he had signed it originally in brown, red. But it didn't come out very good, so he went back over it, which I really appreciate that. So he basically signed it twice. So I got a double signature there from Mr. Ivan Putski, and he also signed this, which I never expect him to sign this. This is just to help me protect the cards, but he did sign it. So I like that very much. Thank you, Mr. Putski. I think they called him the Polish Hammer, if that is correct. Chris, if I'm wrong, let me know. I think that's what they called him now. Charlotte, North Carolina, 3 success, free in only 6 days. This one came back extremely fast. And it came back from Mr. Rick Hendrick. Now, I did send Mr. Rick Hendrick a letter. I was hoping that he could get Jeff Gordon to actually sign. I sent 2 cards, 4 cards altogether. 2 of them with Mr. Hendrick on it, which I sent to my buddy. And 2 of them with Jeff Gordon on it. And I asked him if he could possibly get Jeff Gordon to sign, and he signed them himself, which is fine because he is the car owner, so I understand that. And the 3rd card was, I don't know if it's rubbed completely off or just it's got smeared from one of the other ones, but I couldn't quite tell, so I didn't show that. And he also signed the back of this one, which is pretty cool. So that was Mr. Rick Hendrick. So they look very nice. And he did write me a letter, actually, in his little his notepad here. It says, to Chris, thanks for your support. All the best. Rick Hendrick, Hall of Fame 2017. Of course, yes, he is in the Hall of Fame. Next is coming from Evansville, Indiana. A 101 success, free in 15 days. And it is coming from another NASCAR guy, Mr. Jeff Green. We had the one. I had another one, which I sent to my buddy, but this I've had that one from past years, so I wanted to get this one signed, and it looks beautiful on that card. So Mr. Jeff Green, another NASCAR driver. Next one. I've been waiting to get this one. I didn't want to spend the $25, and finally I had it, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to get it done before it's too late. It's coming from Greenville, South Carolina. It is a 101 success. It did cost me $25. 15 days. It is a Hall of Famer, and it is coming from Mr. Gaylord Perry. I already had his brother Jim, and now I have Mr. Gaylord. As you see, his signature is getting a little squiggly there on the 65 Topps card. I have a lot of 65 Topps that I have signed. Story about him: he is from Williamston, North Carolina, which I work in North Carolina. I live in Virginia, but I work in North Carolina. I used to live in North Carolina in Gates County, which is a county or two away from Williamston. And when I coached baseball, I coached against his high school that he went to, and the field's named after them, and we played on their high school field, and it was one of the better baseball fields I have played on, or coached on, excuse me. Very nice field, and they were a little bit of our rivals, so that was neat to play on the field at at least the field that was named after Mr. Perry. All right, next one, South Jersey, New Jersey. It is a one-on-one success. It's free in 11 days, and this is coming back from Mr. Mike Rozier, ex-wide receiver or running back for those Houston Oilers, as they were known as back then. So there's Mr. Rozier. Can't really see these, so I just put them up front. A couple more left. Charlotte, North Carolina. 2-2 success, free in 29 days. You probably already know since it's coming from Charlotte. It is present day. Mr. Michael McDowell. He signed it in I like how he signed this it's a very fine Sharpie. Came out great. He also signed the little card protector, which is fine. Of course, the other one I sent to my buddy. So thank you, Mr. McDowell. That looks great. Appreciate you signing like that. And there's that. And two more is coming from South Suburban, Illinois. A 1-of-1 success, free in 44 days. It's coming back from Mr. Maurice Cheeks, and he's back there in the photo. It's the only card it's not the only card I have of him. It's the only one I could find at the moment, so I sent it to him. And as you can see, he did sign it right there. A little hard to see on the camera, but he did, I promise you. And this is coming back from the 84 star card. And once again, this also came from Chad at Cool Plastics. So he gave me this card to get it signed. So I really appreciate that. And last one, coming from the Capital District. I did not send it to the Capital District. I actually sent it... I can't remember where I sent it to now, but it did not come from where I sent it to. It came from the Capital District. And the reason is because he is on the team right now as a 1-on-1 success. It was free. It took 83 days, and it is Major League Baseball player Thomas Usherman. He is currently on the Baltimore Orioles. Probably why it came from the Capital District. So he was graciously signed this card. This 2016 Bowman draft card. So it looks great on there. Thank you, Mr. Usherman. And there is my 3-week returns. Not bad, I guess, for 3 weeks. So let me know what you think. If you want an address and you don't know it or want it and can't find it, let me know. I will graciously give it to you. I'll just email it to you, or you can email me and say, hey, let me have an address. And I'll be happy to do that. Anyways, thank you for watching. Appreciate all of you, and take it easy. See you next time.